So the first thing we want to look at is we want to listen to the opening statement by Pebbly Pooh with regards to DJ Smokey and some of his history. Check this out.
Grant Avenue was the place to be, and a gentleman by the name of Smokey, DJ Smokey, he used to do, oh my God, he had so many beats and so many different type of records that one day I'm in class, and they was like, we going to the block party, Smokey giving a block party, and I was like, I'm coming. They used to play music in the street, and the guys was breakdancing in class and, you know, trying to do something like on their way to the class when the bell rang. So I was looking at that and I was like, wow, I want to know if I could do that. And this little guy named Troy Maldonado, I'll never forget his name. He was like, I'm going to show you how you can break dance.
So here we see a picture of DJ Smokey and Johnny Cool. This is the 70s B-boys Johnny Cool and DJ Smokey. So the reason for this post is many are negating the Latinos' involvement in the early history of breaking culture. So here's a receipt. Johnny Cool is a Dominican brother. Johnny Cool was a smokatron and then became a Herculord.
Like, how many of those B-boys between 73 and 75 was Spanish, Puerto Rican, or do you remember?
Well, in our circle, Scout Shonda, man. Scout Shonda. In our circle, it was one. Johnny Cool.
So you see B-Boy Sasa acknowledge him, but there was more than one.
You know, God bless Bozonk. He was tall and he was Dominican. He was doing his thing. Then he was Dominican. He was doing his thing. He was Dominican. He was doing his thing.
Jerry and Rob the Gold, or other DJs like Bozonk and myself.
So you just heard DJ Smokey mention Bozonk. You heard Pebbly Pooh mention Bozonk, a Dominican brother, right along with DJ Smokey. Let's keep going.
Sister Boo, she was the #1. Sister Boo shared membership of both the Smokatrons and the Luckatrons. Angie DuBois was a Luckatron. Barbara was a Luckatron. Yellow Banana was a Luckatron. Beverly Burton was a Luckatron. Sheila was a Luckatron. It was about 30 of them. It was a whole team of them females. Webster Avenue crew was a Luckatrons, and some of them were Spanish, and they were Luckatrons. Norrin Rad says, oh, so there were Puerto Rican B-girls among the Luckatrons? DJ Smokey says, yes, we called them manicas. They were Luckatrons. Yes, they used to hustle and break dance. I'm serious. Then we had Savage Nomads, notorious street gang from the Bronx. Girls, they were bad. They'd do the hustle, all of them. When they came to the party, oh my God, they were beautiful girls.
So now what we're gonna see is a woman who lived around the Bronxdale area. In fact, I think she lived right across the street from Rosedale Park. And she says that hip hop began there. So all the people from Bronxdale that are claiming hip hop began there, I want you to listen to, if this is true, who was there in the crowds. Check this out.
In that part.
Okay.
Cool DJ D. Can't forget Mario.
Right.
Okay.
Wow.
Tyrone. That's right. Bambata. Who else was over here? A bunch of them. I don't remember all of these guys.
Wow, so I mean, that's 40 years ago.
Carrie can vouch for this. The crowd used to be so big.
You couldn't see through the park. You could not see through the park. And you know what? And of course it was all black and Hispanic primarily.
Right.
Okay? I'm not going to say there wasn't some salt sprinkled in, but it was primarily black and Hispanic. And guess what? You didn't have the shootings and the stabbings, even with their gang. Okay? You would have peaceful assemblies of large, crazy large numbers. When I I couldn't even estimate how many people, because like I said, all of this
whole thing,
foliage, all these gardens that brought the rats and stuff, all of that wasn't there. It was just concrete. So it was from fence to fence. Folk.
You literally just heard an eyewitness tell you that it was all black and Hispanic primarily. But let's keep going.
Shout out to Tex D, Puerto Rican original black spade, one of hip-hop culture's founding fathers.
So that last clip was actually from Michael Wayne TV, and it was actually written on the actual video itself, where they acknowledge that Tex D was a founding father of the culture, right? So when you saw Mario, you saw Tex D. Where you saw Casanova Fly, you saw Disco Wiz. Where you saw Charlie Chase, you saw Tony Tone. Where you saw Smokey, you saw his Dominican brother, another DJ. In other words, wherever we were together from the beginning. There is no doubt about this. And those that continue to doubt are just ignoring the facts. Grace and peace.